Hi everybody, this is Jana from the blog Lucy and Matilda, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to sew a pillow cover. This does not include a zipper or buttons or buttonhole making. It's just straight seams and it's a fold
over?
Yeah, a fold over pillow cover. So what I bought for this project, I went to IKEA and I bought this pillow form. It's 20 inches by 20 inches and it's filled with down. So we're just going to use that. You're going to need some sharp scissors, a sewing machine, of course, pin cushion, some fabric, and if you already have it at home, a ruler with a cutting mat and a roller cutter, a rotary cutter. So let's get started. Okay, so our pillow form is 20 inches by 20 inches. So I'm going to cut out a square that is 21 by 21, just to give enough room for your seam and a little wiggle room. So let's just start by cutting off this uneven part here. Okay, and then we'll count 21. 21. Okay, there's 21. You line up your ruler at the bottom and at the top. Let me put this aside. Okay, then let's move this. So we know the one measurement is 21 inches, and then we want this measurement to be 21 inches so that we end up with a square. This is going to be the top of your pillow. Okay, so again, we will trim off kind of the uneven edge there. Often it's even enough, but sometimes you just want to be very sure. Okay, and we'll trim it off here at 21, and we will have a 21 by 21 square. There's our 21 by 21. And we'll set that aside. Okay, now we know that the one edge, this length from here to here, is 21 inches. So for our fold over backed pillow, we want to take that 20 inches and add 8 so that you have enough room for them to fold over each other like that. So and I'll show you as we sew. You'll see how this will come out. And that was just cut, so I'll just line that up, and we'll cut 18 inches. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 18 inches. Okay. So that is 20 by 18. See how it's going to go like this. And then we'll just cut another 21 by 18. Sorry, I've been saying 20. It's actually 21 by 18. So when you're cutting, you have to make sure that your fabric is very, very straight and flat. Oh dear. We will just line that up. Oops. Okay, this isn't perfect in here, but that's fine. It'll just be part of the seam. And remember, I'm not double counting my measurements or double checking my measurements, but often I do, because sometimes you can count wrong. There. Now we'll put this aside for another project. It'll go back in my stash. Do you have a stash at home? Because I sure have a stash here. Maybe you're just a beginner sewer and you only have enough fabric for one project so far, but believe me, as you get going, you're gonna end up with a lot of fabric. Okay, let's take this to the ironing board and we will iron and pin our seams. Okay, I'm gonna iron this a little bit flat. Now, I don't know if you can see, but there are dots on my fabric, and I noticed that when I was cutting, because I was cutting through so many layers of fabric, I cut a little bit off. So what I'm gonna do is line up this seam here. I'm gonna make it line up with the dots. So first of all, you start with about a 1/4 inch seam, and you just iron it flat like that, because you want to hide this rough edge here. And then you fold it over again and you iron it flat. See how the dots are, they're all lining up now. My mistake. But see, you know what? Even if you make a mistake, you can still fix it. And then I'm going to take my pins here. This is going to be in the back. This is one of the 18 by 21 pieces that folds across the other 18 by 21 piece in the back of your pillow. So I'm just gonna pin this and lay it aside and take my next one. Basically, I don't know if you can see this, but this is a rectangle. You're gonna take the long edge, the 21-inch edge, and you're going to hem that, folding it over by a 1/4 inch to cover up the raw edge, and then folding it another 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. You don't have to be extremely careful with your lengths or your measurements like that. Yeah, see, this is, the dots are a bit messed up again. That's what happens when you try and cut through like 6 layers of fabric. So what I should have done was just cut out a small amount first. Okay. And then, after it's nicely ironed, I'm going to pin it, and then we'll take it to the machine. Okay, do you see that? It's a nice, even hem. And now I'll do the other one. Okay, there's our second hem. It's nice. Now, what I find helps, I don't know if you can see me, but I have a 1/4 inch foot on my machine that has a tiny little metal piece that helps you line up your material right with that 1/4 inch piece, and that way your hem is always a 1/4 inch wide, which is really nice. Okay, let's put this pillow together. Okay, let's put our 21 by 21 inch square right side up on your table, and then we put one of the flap pieces, the back flap pieces, right side down, facing the right side of the top piece. And you line up the corners like that. I hope you can see that okay. And then you're going to take your other back flap piece and line it up on the other side. So see how when we turn this right sides out, it is going to be a nice square. Okay, now I'm just going to go around and pin it, and it will be one seam all the way around, and then we'll turn it right sides out and put it on our pillow. Okay. Okay, let's stitch it up. We're just going to trim the corners, so be careful not to trim your sewing, your seam, every corner. Sorry for my squeaky scissors. Okay, we are turning out all the corners, and we're gonna put that pillow in here and see how it looks on the couch. So here is your pillow cover. Here's the back with like an envelope fold, and here's the front. Okay, let's put it on the couch. Okay, so we made an envelope pillow form cover, and the possibilities are endless when you're using your own fabric, because you can just choose whatever you want and whatever's going to match your living room or not match. My living room is full of pillows that don't match. Anyway, thank you for watching, and if you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.